Now then, the Prime Minister has had a face-to-face audience with Her Majesty the Queen for the first time since lockdowns in the UK began.
I've just been talking to your Secretary of State for Health, poor man. He came for Privy Council.
Oh, yes.
He's full of
Full of beans.
comment. Yes.
He is.
Thinks that things are getting better.
Well, they are.
Well, let's speak to our political correspondent, Joe Pike, about that. Talk about the conversation in a moment or two, what we gleaned from that. But just the fact this has taken place, these personal meetings, face-to-face meetings, have been on hold for, what, 15 months or so?
They have indeed, Dermot. They've been taking place via a phone for most of that time, although, of course, Boris Johnson was at that G7 dinner hosted by the Queen at the Eden Project in Cornwall. And these meetings are pretty intriguing. They've obviously happened throughout the Queen's reign. Winston Churchill was the first of her 14 Prime Ministers to take part in these weekly audiences, usually 20 minutes in length. They are held in private. There is no recording, no minutes taken, no notes. So actually, we never know what they say, but that is the very reason they are intriguing. And both these people have been through a pretty difficult year. Not just the Prime Minister admitted to hospital with COVID, but the death of the Queen's husband, of course. And there was that key moment last April when the Queen addressed the nation saying, we will be with our friends again, we will be with our families again, we will meet again. And then not long after, that same Sunday evening, Boris Johnson was admitted to hospital. There has been some speculation since that Boris Johnson put off going to get medical help because he didn't want to upstage that key moment that was really not just of national significance, but international significance.
And what about the conversation? You said it's unusual that they release any images at all, or any moving images at all of the meetings. So what did we glean from their discussions?
Well, she referred to Matt Hancock, the Health Secretary, because he was at a Privy Council meeting, we understand, with the Queen earlier today. Privy Councillors are advisors to the Sovereign, mainly senior politicians, and she described Matt Hancock as the poor Secretary of State for Health, perhaps because of the difficult year he has had, not necessarily in reference to the recent reports that the Prime Minister had privately described him as expletive hopeless. But it is interesting to see a picture of this meeting because it is something that has been displayed and dramatised. Helen Mirren famously played Her Majesty in the audience, that play that went to the West End and Broadway, depicting these meetings, written by Peter Morgan, who then went on to write the little-known series The Crown.